Thanks for joining me this evening. You're at home with Heidi-Licious. I'm Heidi. Tonight we're going to make something a little bit different. It's a savory cheesecake that's kind of a mix with shrimp scampi. I call them shrimp bites. They won't bite you, but you might bite them. Let's get cooking. So let's assemble our ingredients for the shrimp bites. We have 1 tablespoon of olive oil, 1 tablespoon of butter, and a half an onion finely chopped, 1½ tablespoons of garlic. I know it's a lot, but it's minced and it's going to be good. A half a pound of shrimp meat, thawed and drained, and we reserved a few for garnish later, by the way. This is 1½ packages of cream cheese, the Philadelphia cream cheese. So that's 12 ounces total, and we've got that at room temperature. 2 eggs beaten, 1 tablespoon of half and half cream, a half a pound of Gouda grated, a 1/4 teaspoon of salt, 1 teaspoon of dry sherry, and some chives for garnish, and a little bit of fresh black pepper, and a refrigerated pie crust. First thing we're going to do is preheat our oven to 350 degrees, which I've already done. Then we take a medium skillet. We're going to add our olive oil and our butter. And then we're going to add our minced onion. We're going to saute this gently until the onion is translucent. Then we're going to add the garlic. Garlic doesn't need more than about a minute or two just to heat up. We don't want to burn our garlic. Oh, that smells good already. Wish you could smell this. We'll turn that down to about medium-low and let that simmer just a minute. So the onion is almost done. It's looking really translucent. I'm going to add the garlic now. I know that seems like an awful lot of garlic, but this is to simulate the shrimp scampi, so we do need an awful lot of garlic. We'll let that simmer just about a minute or two, and that'll be it. We'll take it off and let it cool. It's going to continue to cook in the oven when we cook the shrimp bites, so don't worry about that too much. We'll just set that aside. The shrimp that we purchased for our shrimp bites is the small shrimp meat. It's fairly economical, and you only need about a half a pound for this recipe. But we do need to make it even smaller so that it incorporates well. So we're going to take about a half a pound of our shrimp meat, add it to our food processor. Ooh, rogue shrimp. Wild one got away on us. We only need to pulse it a couple times. That's it. Just that simple. Now we're going to add this and mix our other ingredients together. So now we're going to take our cream cheese and add it to a mixer. This is 1½ packages of Philadelphia cream cheese at room temperature. We want to add all of that into our mixing bowl. And then we want to blend it so it gets all nice and creamy. Start off on low speed so it doesn't fly around the kitchen and become a missile. You can crank it up a little bit. You want to get it nice and smooth. Then I'm going to scrape down the sides just a little bit, get everything back in the middle. Then we're going to add our eggs. So turn your mixer back on about that far, about 2 or 3 notches, and add 1 egg at a time. Let it get incorporated a little bit. Yeah, it starts to blend together. Speed it up just a little bit. That'd be the other way. There we go. And then we'll add the other one. When it gets mixed about that much, we're going to probably scrape down the sides again. Let's get it all together. That looks about right. Good. Here we go. It will be completely combined when we're all done. Make a nice, smooth, homogeneous mixture. You don't want any lumps whatsoever. They'll show up later as little clumps in your cheesecake bites. Earth to Mars, we're taking off. Almost there. We'll scrape down one more time. You can also use a wire whisk attachment too if you want to get this whisked together, or get this incorporated together a little bit quicker. Back together again. That's looking pretty good. All right. We're going to slow it down and we're going to add our final ingredients, which is the shrimp that we had pulverized a little bit in our food processor. If you stick your finger in the food processor bowl, the little blade won't come out and drop into your mixing bowl. So we're going to add our cream, our salt, our dry sherry, and some fresh cracked pepper. How much? Much as you want. I like pepper. Gives a nice little freckling. Okay, that looks pretty good. Let's add our cheese. We have our half a pound of Gouda cheese that we shredded. We're just going to mix this in by hand. You could do it in the blender too, but this is okay to do it by hand. Last, we're going to take the sauteed onions and garlic that had the butter and the olive oil, and we're going to add that in. It's been slightly cooling for a little while, so it's not too hot, so it won't scramble our eggs. Oh, does that smell good? Whew! It really does smell like shrimp scampi. That little bit of sherry will give it the wine factor that a real shrimp scampi would have with the white wine that you would add to that. Okay, that's it. We're ready to put it into the pan. We're going to take our pie crust and this is the way it comes in the refrigerator. And we're going to let it sit at room temperature for a few minutes. Then when you take it out, it's kind of sticky and put together, but we're going to show you how you put a little bit of flour on your countertop here, and then when you pull it out, it should just come apart fairly easily. Oh yay, I like it when it cooperates. Okay, so nice and simple. Now you can make these thinner if you'd like and roll them out, which is a great idea, or you can just keep them as they are. You want to take this cookie cutter like this, pull it out like that. Then we come over here, plop them in here, and just kind of put your fingers down to make them fit into the little mini cups. And we're going to do that until they're all filled. When they're all filled, like this, and we've got them nice and pretty on the edges, we take our shrimp scampi type cheesecake mixture and plop it right in there. Just like that. Last but not least, we've reserved some of these extra shrimp. Put that on top. And a little bit of chive. I'm going to go ahead and finish these, and I'll be right back. So we're going to put them in a 350-degree oven for about 30 to 35 minutes. Shouldn't be long and they'll be ready. They smell great in the oven too. If you can wait that long, that'd be fantastic. We've plated our shrimp bites. They're delicious. They're served with a zesty cocktail sauce. They're so good. You won't believe it. You're going to stand around the same plate. Nobody's going to leave the table. They're going to stand right there and they're going to eat them, and nobody's going to venture out and join the other guests and party. That's it for this evening. Hope you enjoyed it.